Have you ever been hurt so deeply that it left you speechless? Maybe someone betrayed you, lied about you, or tried to destroy your peace while smiling to your face. You watched in silence as they acted like nothing happened, winning hearts, building their name, and walking proudly through life. When someone wrongs you and you stay patient, when you hold your pain and trust in Allah instead of seeking revenge, know this: Allah begins to prepare something powerful. He may stay silent for a while, but He never forgets, and when the right time comes, He exposes the truth in a way that no one can deny. In this video, we're going to explore 4 powerful signs that Allah is exposing the people who wronged you. These signs are not only proof that justice is real, they are reminders that your pain has been seen, your silence has been heard, and your patience has been recorded. 1. Their lies start to collapse. There is something deeply painful about being lied about. When people spread false stories, twist your words, or put you in situations where others look at you with judgment, it feels like you are drowning silently. You want to speak up, but the noise of the lies is louder than your truth. You wonder how long it will last, how long they'll get away with damaging your name, your peace, and your heart. But what you need to know today is this: when you are wronged and you stay patient, the truth doesn't remain hidden forever. In fact, one of the most powerful signs that Allah is on your side is when their lies slowly start to fall apart, piece by piece. At first, it might seem like they're winning. Their fake stories might convince others. You might feel isolated because the world chooses to believe them, and in that moment, your heart may break. But Allah, the one who hears every whisper and knows every secret, is watching. And He promises that falsehood never lasts. It doesn't matter how beautifully a lie is dressed. It always falls when Allah begins to unfold the truth. You may not notice it immediately, but things begin to shift. The people who once believed those lies start to see cracks. Questions begin to rise in their hearts. They may not say it aloud, but deep inside, they start doubting the liar. The mask that covered the truth starts to slip. And no matter how hard they try to cover it again, Allah keeps uncovering more. It's not something you have to fight for. You don't need to scream or defend yourself every day. All you need is to trust your Rabb and stay sincere. Because when He stands for you, no lie can stand against you. This process is often slow, but that's the beauty of Allah's plan. He doesn't rush, He gives them time, and He gives you strength. And then, when the time is perfect, He exposes every false word they said. You'll begin to see how their stories start changing. One lie doesn't match the other. Their eyes won't hold the same confidence. The people who used to support them begin to distance themselves. Even their closest ones start noticing the truth they were trying to hide. Sometimes Allah will allow them to speak more lies, just so they walk into their own trap. The more they talk, the more they reveal. They may not realize it, but they're digging their own fall with every dishonest word. That's not a coincidence. That's divine justice unfolding in silence. And you, whose heart was heavy for so long, begin to see the burden lifting. Not because you changed anything, but because Allah changed everything. The exposure may come through a mistake they make, or maybe someone else finally speaks up. Or even the people they lied to begin connecting the dots. But however it happens, you'll know it was from Allah. You'll feel that peace. You'll remember all the nights you cried, all the moments you felt defeated, and you'll realize Allah was never sleeping on your pain. He was writing the perfect moment to reveal the truth. This is not just exposure. This is healing. When Allah begins to tear down the lies built around you, He's not just proving your innocence, He's restoring your name, your honor, your voice. He's showing the world that even if the world abandons the truth, He never does. And the best part? He lifts you without you lowering yourself. He honors you without you needing revenge. That's the kind of victory only Allah gives. So if you are in a place where lies are destroying your peace, hold on, be patient. Keep your hands raised in dua. Your silence is not weakness, it is strength wrapped in the armor of faith. And the liar may seem strong today, but when the truth begins to rise, they won't be able to run from it. Because Allah is never unjust to the one who was wronged. 2. People turn away from them. Without reason. There are moments in life when you feel like someone got away with hurting you. They may have lied, betrayed, or insulted you, and yet they walk freely, laughing, smiling, and acting like nothing happened. They may even seem admired, surrounded by friends, praised by others, and loved by the people you thought would see the truth. You watch silently, wondering why Allah hasn't stopped them. Why are they still receiving attention while you're the one healing in silence? But then something strange happens. Slowly, people begin to walk away from them. Friends start to act differently. Support turns into silence. Loyalty begins to fade. It's subtle at first, not loud or dramatic, but you notice it. The ones who once praised them now keep their distance. The warmth around them begins to disappear. And it happens not because you did anything, but because Allah did everything. This is a powerful sign that Allah is revealing their reality. When people start turning away from someone who wronged you without you asking, without you speaking, it's a quiet justice from the one who sees what is hidden in every heart. Allah removes the support of people, not because he wants to humiliate someone for no reason, but because he sees what others cannot. He sees the lies, the arrogance, the hypocrisy, and the injustice they carry within. And when the time comes, he makes the people see it too. Allah controls the hearts of his creation. No one can make someone love, support, or follow someone unless Allah allows it. And when Allah decides to take that honor away, no one can stop it. It doesn't matter how clever someone is, how beautiful their words are, or how much they try to hold on to their image. When Allah removes people from their life, he is showing them and the world that falsehood has no place next to true hearts. You may see them trying to hold on to relationships that are falling apart. You may see them confused, wondering why their close ones no longer look at them the same way. You may hear them say, "I don't understand why people are avoiding me." And that is the answer. They don't understand because they don't see what Allah sees. They don't realize that what they did in the dark is now being responded to by the Lord of Light. Sometimes, people who wrong others live with pride. They think no one will ever question them. They surround themselves with people who clap for their false confidence. But Allah slowly removes the claps, the smiles, and the cheers. He turns hearts away from them, one by one. And suddenly, the person who once stood in a crowd finds themselves standing alone. This loneliness is not just emotional, it's spiritual. It is the echo of their own actions, because when you hurt someone deeply, when you step on someone's dignity, when you lie and deceive and take advantage, Allah gives you a chance to repent. But if you ignore that and walk with pride, he shows the world your truth without you even realizing it. And the one who was hurt, the one who was crying to Allah in the dark, that person begins to heal. They see the shift, they notice the change, and they understand that they didn't need to fight for justice because Allah was already handling it. You begin to see the person who wronged you losing the respect they once forced from others. You see them struggle for the attention they once received easily. You see them slowly become forgotten by the very people they thought would always stand by them. This is the silent exposure from Allah. It is not loud or full of drama, but it is deep, clear, and impossible to deny. And when it happens, it reminds you that being wronged doesn't mean being defeated. If your heart remains sincere and your trust stays with Allah, you will always be lifted in ways the world can never understand. So, don't chase revenge. Don't try to prove who they really are. Just focus on healing. Keep your connection strong with Allah. Let him fight your battles and reveal the truth. Because when Allah removes people from someone's life, it is the strongest proof that no one can hold on to false power forever. 3. They keep getting caught in their own traps. There is a deep comfort in knowing that Allah never allows injustice to last forever. When someone wrongs you, plots against you, and tries to harm you behind your back, it may feel like they are in control. You see them smiling, moving forward with confidence, even gaining support from others. But deep inside, they are building something dangerous, not for you, but for themselves. Because when a person chooses lies, deception, and cruelty, they are digging their own fall without realizing it. And one of the most powerful signs that Allah is exposing them is when they start getting trapped by the very things they set up for others. There is a beautiful truth in the way Allah works. He doesn't always punish the wrongdoer immediately. Sometimes he gives them time. He lets them believe they are winning. He allows their plans to grow, their arrogance to rise, and their confidence to build, so that when the fall comes, it is clear to everyone that this was not coincidence. It was divine justice. The person who tried to harm others walks into their own plan. The trap they designed begins to turn against them. The words they used against you start coming back to haunt them. Their actions begin to expose them. When this happens, it is not your doing. It is Allah's way of defending you. You didn't have to argue or seek revenge. You didn't have to ruin their name or prove they're wrong. You simply remained patient, trusted your Rabb, and walked away. And in return, Allah made their path full of obstacles they created for themselves. This is the system of justice that Allah has promised for the believers. It may take time, and it may happen slowly. But once it starts, there is no turning back. The same lies they told about you begin to ruin their own reputation. The people they fooled before start to question them. The mask begins to fall off. The trap that was meant to bring you down begins to swallow them. This is not just karma or chance, it is the power of Allah's justice working silently. You will begin to see patterns. Their success becomes shaky. Their influence begins to fade. They make more mistakes, and each mistake reveals a new layer of truth. They try to cover it, but the cover slips. They try to fix things, but it gets worse. They blame others, but people stop believing them. And all of this is a reflection of what they once tried to do to you. You may not even know what's happening at first, but the people around them will start to see it. They will notice the decline, they will hear the confusion, and slowly the truth that was once hidden starts coming to light, not by your hands, but by the will of Allah. This is His promise to those who are patient. He doesn't let the one who causes harm continue forever. He breaks their plans step by step until they are surrounded by the mess they created. What makes this even more powerful is that the one who was wronged never had to lower themselves. You didn't fight dirty. You didn't become like them. You simply placed your heart in the hands of Allah, and He lifted you while allowing them to fall into the hole they dug. This is the beauty of patience. This is the reward of trusting Allah, even when everything looks unfair. Sometimes the person who wronged you will try again and again. They may keep building new plans, creating new lies, and pulling new strings, but every time they do, they only fall deeper. Every step they take away from truth brings them closer to their own exposure, and this is not your victory. It is a sign that Allah never lets injustice live forever. You begin to realize that there's no need to waste your energy on revenge. There's no need to explain yourself to everyone. The one who needs to know the truth already knows it, Allah. And when He chooses to act, no one can stop Him. Not their friends, not their lies, not even their power. Because when Allah begins to bring someone down, it is a fall that teaches everyone a lesson. This sign is not just for them, it's also for you, to remind you that your silence was not ignored, your tears were not wasted, your patience was not forgotten. Every moment you trusted Allah instead of taking matters into your own hands, He was preparing something better for you and something difficult for them. And when that moment comes, you will know that you were never alone. Allah was always by your side. 4. You begin to rise without their help. There are times in life when you feel completely alone. You've been hurt, betrayed, or abandoned by someone you trusted. They tried to block your path, ruin your reputation, or dim your light. They may have used their influence to turn people against you or tried to make sure you never succeed without them. And for a while, it might have worked. You felt stuck, invisible, broken. You may have even believed that your life couldn't move forward without their approval or support. But then something changes, quietly, slowly, and beautifully. You begin to rise. Without their help, without their permission, without needing them at all. This rise isn't forced. It comes naturally, like the sun rising after a long night. You find strength you never knew you had. Opportunities start coming your way. Peace fills your heart. You begin walking a path that was closed before. And with every step forward, you realize something powerful. Allah was guiding you all along. The same people who thought you couldn't make it without them are now watching you grow. They tried to block your road, but Allah opened a better one. They tried to silence you, but Allah gave you a louder voice. They tried to make you feel small, but Allah raised your status without you begging for it. This is a clear and powerful sign that Allah is exposing those who wronged you. Not by bringing them down, but by lifting you up. This kind of success is not built on revenge. It's built on patience. It comes from all those nights you stayed quiet, all those tears you wiped away in secret, and all the times you trusted Allah instead of defending yourself. Allah saw every moment of pain, and now He is answering not with loud judgment, but with quiet honor. He is showing everyone that you never needed anyone else to rise. You just needed Him. There is something incredibly beautiful about growing after betrayal. It shows the world that you were never dependent on the wrong people. It proves that no matter how hard they tried to stop you, they could not stop what Allah had planned for you. This rise becomes your proof. Proof that Allah's help is enough. Proof that their power was always limited. Proof that truth always wins, even if it takes time. Sometimes, the people who hurt you will see your progress and try to take credit for it. They might say, "You're only where you are because of me." But deep down, they know the truth. And more importantly, you know the truth. You know that every bit of your healing and success came from Allah. You know you didn't rise because of their support. You rose despite their efforts to bring you down. That is justice. That is dignity. That is the mercy of your Rabb. What's even more amazing is that your rise does not have to include their fall. You don't need to destroy anyone to succeed. Your growth alone is enough to expose their intentions. When you shine after being pushed into darkness, it becomes clear who tried to hide your light. And when others see your honesty, your patience, your strength, they will understand who was genuine and who was not. This is how Allah brings the truth forward. He doesn't always bring thunder and lightning. Sometimes, He simply raises the one who was stepped on. He brings peace to the one who was troubled. He opens doors for the one who was locked out. He removes fear from the heart of the one who was silenced. That rise is not just a new chapter, it's a response from the Most High to everything you went through. If you are starting to feel your strength return, if opportunities are beginning to appear again, if you're smiling more, sleeping better, and breathing deeper, then know that Allah is working in your life. And the people who tried to keep you down can't stop what's coming. Your rise is your revenge, and it's a revenge written by love, mercy, and divine protection. So don't let their past actions haunt your future. Don't carry their cruelty with you. Leave it behind and keep walking, because what's ahead is brighter than anything you lost. Allah never forgets the broken-hearted, and when He lifts you in a way no one else can. If you've ever felt broken by someone's betrayal, if you've been hurt silently and wondered whether Allah would bring justice, let this be your comfort. Allah never allows darkness to cover the light forever. The truth always rises, and the lies always fall. You don't need to fight, prove, or explain. Just trust in Allah, stay sincere, and watch how He exposes those who wronged you, beautifully, powerfully, and completely. So walk forward with peace in your heart. Your story is not over. Your strength is growing, and your justice is coming, not from the people, but from Allah, the Most Just.